So, SATs are finished, half term's been and gone. What's going to happen next? Primary school teacher, I really need to get my children ready for that dreaded transition to high school. They're going to go off on one of their little day visits and they'll come back full of chemistry experiments and physics experiments. And that's great. But I know in September they'll come back and show me their lovely uniform. They go to the high school, they pop in to see you. Sir, look at my new uniform. And they're full of joy and happiness and inspired learning. But by November, December, they come back. Sir, we're learning nothing new in maths. We're doing what we did in year 5 and year 6. It's really, really boring. And no matter what you try and tell them, they've been switched off. And so they get bored, they get switched off. The transition hasn't worked. They've been put off learning. And before you know it, they're in detention and in trouble. And these aren't bad kids. These are kids who are just bored at high school. High school teachers look at primary school teachers, not all of them, but a lot of them look at us, primary school teachers, as being babysitters. We're just babysitting ready for the learning to come. And it's wrong. What needs to happen is there needs to be a much better conversation between primary and secondary schools. Primary curriculum has been revamped so many times. We've got maths mastery. Everyone's moving in the right direction. Secondary school curriculum in maths, there's not much different to year 6 apart from some slightly bigger numbers. Most new concepts don't really come in till year 7 and 8, so you've got till years 8 and 9. So you've got a whole year really where children are just bored. My understanding, and my daughter's a secondary school teacher, maths teacher as well, they don't believe the SAT results. They think they've been coached, they've been overhelped, etc. And that may be true. But the worst thing is most schools, come the end of May, after SATs, it's now project time. It's now music, art and drama. It's now science, fun time. Let's go and do the school play. Let's play rounders most afternoons. If I was learning French and did a French test in May and then didn't speak French until September and someone tried to test me in French, I'd be rubbish. And that's the problem too. So how can we change it? At our school, we brought in the high school teachers who worked with some year 6 really quite accomplished writers to show what they could do, and the high school teachers were blown away. They reported back that my year 8s and year 9s can't write as well as this, and your primary school teachers, oh gosh, what are we doing holding them back? Secondary schools, there is movement on a transition. There used to be a transition unit that the authority did. However, the authority's been scrapped, so that's been scrapped. So what needs to happen? High schools working with primary schools, a revamped year 7 curriculum, and inspiring a joy of learning for high school kids.